Go for Tom.
This podcast is live. Oh, I'm starting it off?
Always, man. This is your show. I'm a squirrel in your world.
It's been a while since I've been in a podcast, but even with a hangover today, after some illegal activity last night with some old homeboys, probably shouldn't have went out, bro. I'm getting too old for that stuff. But the mainstream podcast, is that what you call this on Fridays?
No, this isn't the mainstream podcast. This is the Hammerfist Podcast.
It's still the Hammerfist Podcast?
That's the Hammerfist Podcast.
Dude, I'm stoked, bro. Things are opening back up around here. You can go downtown. You can get back. You can go back in a restaurant and have a beer without a mask on. Yeah. And there might be some COVID floating around, but fuck it. You know what I mean? Yeah, pardon my French. Hey, welcome everybody to the Hammerfist Podcast with myself. What does it say? T Swizzle?
Yeah, that's what you call yourself.
Swizzle.
I don't know why.
I'm on the wrong page because I'm on my phone right now and I messed around with it. I forgot that was on there. Tom Owens, James Gilliland, the producer, and then today we got a special guest, a good friend of ours from one of our favorite places to train and visit, Halo Jiu-Jitsu. We got Brandon Cash Money. Dude, I seen you beating the crap out of that bag the other day, bro. What are you getting ready for, man?
Yeah, I got a fight coming up March 13th in Arizona. So I've been preparing.
So is that what it takes now, guys? If we want to fight, we got to go leave California?
Eventually, like you said, hopefully the government gets us back up, with some more fights and stuff. But I got to go wherever I got to go, you know what I mean?
You're going to have to do it. Hey, so listen, guys. We're probably going to have a little issue with the internet. Your picture, Brandon, is clear as a bell. The sound's a little bit off. Is it with you too, James?
The sound's a little bit muffled, but it's okay. You can still understand him.
We can still understand you, dude. So that fight's right around the corner. It's coming up quick.
Yeah. So we've been preparing hard for the last couple of months. We've had 2 other opponents duck out, 2 other venues. So, I mean, the last 4 months I've been ready. So,
wow.
What's that like with the guys ducking out?
You know what? It's just part of the game. It's the way it goes. I've been dealing with this since I was an amateur. It's just, just the nature of the game. People get hurt and then people don't want to fight. The venues change, and stupid COVID, so.
Yeah.
You just got to roll the punch, just have fun with it. You can't let it bother you too much because then it's going to affect you in your fight. So, and in all reality, it's just given me more opportunity to train and be better prepared for my opponent, So, sucks for him, better for me. I don't give a fuck. I'm knocking him out either way.
Hey, don't you think too, man? With not knowing who it's going to be, it keeps you on edge. Training, with the training.
I look at it a different way. The first part of the training camp, I really don't even care who it is. I just got to get in shape. That's all. That's 90% of it is being in good physical and mental shape. The other 10% is just kind of fine tuning what I've already done, for a game plan for my opponent. So the hardest part is getting in shape, and that's what most people aren't willing to do.
That's a big part of it, huge part of it. Yeah. James, how are you, bro? I see you trim that beard down.
I did. I had to trim it. It got to be a little bit ridiculous, and so I cut it back to a good length for now. I'll grow it back out, but I needed the change, man. I was starting to look like a wild man, so I had to get rid of that.
Full length now.
You were looking.
Full length. Me too.
Bro, you were looking like
got that 5 o'clock shadow going right now.
You were looking like one of those guys off Swamp People that show on History Channel.
Oh man, I was gonna start braiding it like I was some Viking, but no, that wasn't gonna work.
You guys, our fans out there, part of Tom Owens is my joy in life as I collect these old beer steins. I was telling James, this is one of my things, everybody. This one's from Germany. But there are just old beer steins. If anybody out there, if you guys might have them in the garage or whatever, you want to get rid of them, contact myself or James, and I'll shoot you a couple bucks.
He'll definitely do that. He's big on the beer steins.
Big on the beer steins. I showed James my grande a little while ago, but
That one's legit. That one would scare
yeah,
people.
yeah. Hey, when I get this, I can't wait to have a podcast in a studio again, bro.
That would be awesome. Instead of doing this and we could have some people there, it'll be great.
I still like doing this, though. I hope we keep doing it like this too.
Probably, it's technology and we're doing pretty well with it, so we probably will. But still, it'd be great to be all together in the same place.
Oh yeah, it's just different,
Yeah.
Get 3-4 guys in the room, start talking shit, and everything,
Exactly.
We do it online. I kind of feel like a rent making funny guys online. If we're in here in person, we're better doing that.
Yeah.
Especially when that room is full of illegal activity. I'm just kidding.
I do not know what you are talking about.
Just kidding.
Cash, when do you fly out for your fight? Because your fight's taking place in Arizona, right?
Yeah, I think we're leaving the 11th. It's a short little flight over Arizona. It's not like the last couple of flights where I've been overseas. So
yeah,
a couple hours of flight. But Arizona it sucks. There's no fans, but everybody can watch it on pay-per-view. They can go on the pay-per-view, I guess, and it's RUF MMA, Rough MMA in Arizona. Just click on there, and then after you select the pay-per-view, you can go to next, and then select the fighter, which is me. Give me some credit, so I get my little pay-per-view buys. But I don't know. Well, just give me a little credit for who you come to watch or whatever. But
hey, but tell me about what do you mean by that? Do you actually? Is there something that you can make off like a little?
I don't know.
Do people select you?
Yeah, I'm sure you get pay-per-view buys. Like if the 100 whatever people click on me, I might get a little percentage of the pay-per-view buys. My manager will do all that, but I know it's good whenever people log in.
Oh yeah, that's dope, man.
We want to watch him. It lets more of the fans and the promotion know that fans are clicking into check me out, whatnot. It's always good for a little more publicity.
Have you fought in this organization before?
No, this is the sister company of One Championship.
Okay.
All around the world, and they also do MMA and Muay Thai. And so this is for the heavyweight tournament. So with this win, after this win, we go to Singapore, and then after that fight, the winner, me, will be determined, and I'll get the contract. Yeah, there you go, One Championship contract and whatnot. So yeah, one fight at a time. I'm not looking forward to it, but this is just a little step, in the game plan. Not that I'm looking past my opponent at all, because I would never disrespect him and do that. But
no, you don't want to ever do that.
Yeah, I'm going to look up from him when I'm standing over him. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not looking past him. It's just he's just a step in the road, and it has to come to that. But it's all about business now. There's no friends, no being nice, there's no patty cake. I'm going over there to hurt him, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yep. When I always tell people, like when I was at Halo last weekend, we did that jiu-jitsu tournament. I always I bring up the respect, during, before, and after. But you still got to go out. You have to go out there and do work. You know what I mean? But it's important to be respectful after.
Oh yeah. Afterwards, I'll hug him, pick him up, buy him a beer afterwards. No worries.
That's awesome.
I'll be respectful, but we have a job to do, and
yeah, you both signed up.
So we're fighting. We can be friends afterwards, but you kind of get in that zone maybe a week or two before the fight, where you really start to kind of hone in, on the game plan and whatnot. And that's when you start to, how do I say it, kind of, me, I just kind of just think more. Just kind of think about everything. You get a little quiet, and you're just, concentrating of all the hard work, because it's really anxious. Because the last week I don't cut weight, so last week I'm just I train one time a day, and then the rest of the time I'm just sitting there about my fight. I'm just thinking about it. That's all I'm doing. So you got to kind of focus your intensity and your anger the last couple weeks.
Now, as somebody who's been in the fight game for as long as you have, do you sit there and do like what an NFL player will do and watch tape on your opponent, or do you just think about all the motions that would happen in a fight?
Yeah, I'll watch tape. I'll watch tape and I'll watch for tendencies and whatnot, his wins and losses, and then we'll put together a game plan. Based on what we see. But it's more about what I'm going to do, how I'm going to implement my will. It's nothing that he does. We may see a couple things here and there that we're kind of adjust and we can use to our advantage. But I never look at someone like, oh my God, I'm scared of this one particular facet of his game. We just go with the game plan and try to take advantage of my strengths and his weaknesses. So
Now, for this fight camp, has it all been with one kicks, or have you been doing jiu-jitsu at a different place or at Halo? How has your fight camp been going?
Yeah, with this one, in the last couple fights, I've kind of moved camps here around there, and it was just a little too much. I wanted just one camp where I can do everything at one camp, and so I have had, been blessed to come over here and one kick in Halo, just take me on as their own, like I've, been here the whole time, and it's awesome having, a gym that's open and, free. It's not, it's not. He's obviously let us express our feelings by coming without a mask. That would be horrible going to a gym with a mask. I just, yeah. But I mean, I've been lucky. Just everything with one kick now. He's doing all my stand up, and then doing my jiu-jitsu with Halo, and then I got Brian, Williams helping me out with my footwork. He's always been a buddy. So just putting positive people together now. I'm in my career now where if you ain't on board, then you got to move aside. If you're not positive, going to help me in a positive manner, I don't need no more friends. I don't need friends. I need partners and good people. So that's how I look at it now.
Gotcha.
That's how James is. But James is, I don't need women, only hotties.
I mean, I thought that was a given. Duh.
I know. Hey, where's your partner at, James? That's not what we do today.
What's that?
Where's the partner, Kaylin?
She's traveling somewhere, so she's gone for now. She'll be back next week, and then we'll do our podcast. But since she's gone, we're doing a Hammerfist podcast with you, Tom, and that's why we have on Brandon Cash talking about his upcoming fight going on. Brandon, I see on your Facebook that you have some sponsors that help you out through your process of training. Do you want to go ahead and give them a shout out right now?
Yeah, well, let me get a better first one. There we go.
Get that perfect look.
This guy's cool. He builds like custom gun racks for, 2 guns or 200 guns. So that's really cool. Behind me at the gym, Pokeball, keep me fed. You know what I mean? Story's good. North Star Framing, Pat, he's always been there. And then I hooked up with a guy, Gentle Art CBD, David. Man, he gave me some good products. Really.
Hey, that's the shit. The Gentle Art.
Skeptical, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, and really, I put it on my knees. 10 minutes later, I was just no pain. So that shit works. Like I've been a little skeptical, and I really tried it. And then 10 minutes later, I was just like, oh yeah, it was good. So
hey, and the price of the Gentle Art CBD is good.
Yeah, it was. It's a trend now. Everybody came up with this trend, and I was like, but I used it. It was good. I didn't think, and he gave me some good stuff. And also, most of my sponsors are all local here from Fresno, California.
That's awesome.
Here. No foreign entities here. I don't got Toyota or, something like that on me. I try to keep it all local for these local fights. When you get to the bigger fights, that's when you get, the bigger show money sponsors. But, I'm just a local humble guy, so all the local support is really what helps us out. By the time we get to that level, we get the big sponsors. These local guys have been helping us for years, so that's really who deserves more of the credit. These local sponsors helping us all the time.
Your sound just came in perfect. Whatever you did right there.
I can't hear you. What?
Your sound just came in a lot better all of a sudden.
Did it?
Right, James?
It did, and then it kind of dipped out.
Either way,
we'll just keep going with it. That's what we do here. Are there any fights on this card that you're looking forward to seeing besides competing in?
Yeah, we got the.
What about that dude with the that guy with the shower cap on the poster?
That's Big Perm, Big Worm. You guys saw that?
What is that? Yeah, I love that shit, dude. I saw that.
No, it's actually interesting. There's that tournament going on, so I really want to see my opponents for the next round and get to see them.
Oh, that's a tournament you're in?
So that's kind of cool. I know I'm going to fight one of those guys, but
yeah,
they're going to have to fight me. So I really want to go there, put on a good show, and make a statement, and see the next person in the next round. But,
do you know how many people are in this tournament? Is it an 8-man? Is it more like?
I think it's 8-man tournament, I believe. So,
And are there brackets already or not yet? You just kind of.
After the Arizona fight, I think they're gonna do another matchup, But yeah, I'm just here to fight. I don't.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
I mean, I kind of knew I might fight the next round, but that's all, subject to change, all that stuff. I've had 4 or 5 guys pull out of this fight for me, so
Jeez.
I'm just glad someone stepped up. Although he's a local guy from California, sorry.
Their fault. Their miss. James.
Yo.
Hey, you guys, what do you think about the tomorrow night's UFC, man?
Oh my God, that card is stacked. I've been talking about it with one of my coworkers who's more of a casual fan, and she's pumped about these fights. So if some casual fight fan is pumped, I'm excited about it. I'm really looking forward to it. Stylebender, I think he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Really?
I haven't seen anybody beat Nunes for a while. The Stylebender, he's coming up in weight, so if that Polish guy gets him against the cage and gets him against the ground, Stylebender's done. He's just too small.
My money's on the Polish guy, dude. You see this guy?
Yeah. If he gets him
Not
against
Polish,
the
but let's do it.
cage and he boxes him, uses his strength, Stylebender will break. He's too small. I mean, he's great. He's at 85. That guy is coming down from 220, 230. The size, the strength is way too different. So if he stays on the outside, does his game, he can win. But I think Nunes is going to knock that poor girl out.
Oh man, that's a fight I'm actually more excited about than any fight on the card is Megan Anderson versus Amanda Nunes, because Nunes is legit.
She's a bad.
But
you see the betting odds on that fight?
I did not see the betting odds on the fight.
Like 1,700 plus if you bet on Megan.
Really?
Something crazy, yeah.
Now, I'm excited about the Nunes fight just because. Have you seen Megan Anderson? She's a giant.
He was a giant.
I think that's awesome. But then also, I'm curious about Nunes and how she's adjusted because now she's a mom, and her thought process is different. Is she still going to have that killer instinct that she's had her career in her entire career?
Hey, or she might be like a mom lion with those cubs.
Very true. Very true. That's why I'm interested in that fight based off that.
I don't see her. I see her being around for a while.
Yeah, she's bad. And then what's his name? Ovan or Yan?
That's a good fight.
That'd be a pretty good one too.
Him and Aljamain.
Piotr Yan, versus Aljamain Sterling. That's a fight I'm pretty excited about. Piotr destroyed Jose Aldo, so I feel like he's going to come in and do work. I want to see what Aljamain puts together in his fight plan, but I think Yan is going to retain.
How many belts are on the line tomorrow night?
3. The light heavyweight, the women's featherweight, and the bantamweight title.
Interesting.
Are any of you guys planning on watching this?
Oh, yeah. They got my money, dude.
Yeah, same here.
Look at my deal with the homie. He's buying the fight. I'm buying the dinner and cooking. He's getting to cooking it up.
Yeah, that's how it is with me and my friends. My friends are like, I got the spot, I got the pay-per-view, and I'm like, all right, man, I'll bring the food.
You know what I got going?
What you got?
I got some pasta with some vodka rosé sauce. Hey, scallops, sautéed scallops, brown sugar, garlic, onion.
This ain't a cooking show, dude. This ain't Food Network. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Fuck Guy
Keep
Fieri,
it simple.
Oh,
Keep it
no,
simple.
It is simple. Oh, bro, you'd be drooling. You're fucking.
Are you the mayor of Flavortown?
You're drooling already, bro.
I drool at food all the time, no matter what it is. You could have said PB&J, and I would have been like,
you just sent me a private message asking for the address, bro. Anyhow,
Cash, what do you think about what are some of your picks for these fights? You already gave us your pick for the Stylebender fight and how that would go. What about the other two championship bouts?
Yeah, I like Stylebender, but I just don't think I think the Polish guy will do it. I think the Polish guy will get him in the clinch, dominate him, eventually take him down. Stylebender, he just got promoted to blue belt, so if the Polish guy's smart, he'll take him to the clinch and take him down and just beat him up. Nunez.
Doesn't the Polish guy, isn't he a black belt? In jiu-jitsu?
Nunez will catch her over with an overhand right, just like she did Cyborg. She's too quick and too good, you know. The other girl's tall, but, you know, Amanda's going to come in with that good footwork and just knock her out. And then I think Jan, I think he'll beat Sterling. Sterling is good, but I just think he's not enough well-rounded for someone like Jan. Jan pushed the pace.
Yeah.
I think
Sterling's coming.
I agree with that.
So,
Sterling's on his final days, I think.
I can't hear
you. You think so?
I feel like it. I feel like he is. He's been around a while.
That's true. He has been around quite some time. So we've looked at what was, you know, for mostly the main card of the UFC card. And then let's see the prelims. Wow. I don't know if you guys know this.
Post it.
That Dominic Cruz is going to be he's fighting on the prelims against Casey Kinney.
I didn't even fucking know that, bro. What's wrong with
there was also some stuff going on with the I want to say it was Twitter, where Dominic Cruz was demanding that this one ref doesn't ref his fight because I believe they've had some personal problems. And then the ref was like, well, it's okay, I don't ref prelim fights. So both of them taking jabs back and forth. Cash, have you ever experienced issues with a referee in your career, or has everyone been, you know, pretty cool?
No, I've always had pretty good and fair referees. There was even one referee at a certain casino. I won't say the referee's name, but he's been around for a while, and he's always, you never know, you know, and actually I had a great experience with him, you know. So even the one referee, I was kind of like iffy. It was a great experience. So, you know, I've never had no bad, you know, referees or anything, or, you know, but I've never let it get to the judge's hands very much, and I try to be a fair, non-dirty fighter as well. So, you know, I try to keep the referee out of as much as possible. You just need to sit there and.
That's the best idea.
Really, that's all he's there for, and pull me off.
How many fights are you at now, bud?
I think I'm at right about 16. I think.
Good Lord.
Something like that.
That's a good amount of action.
I don't know about the amateur. I don't know how much. I don't know. I don't really count none of those amateur stuff. That's all. You know, it's all amateur.
And then also on this card we have Joseph Benavidez, who's been like a gatekeeper for the division for a long time. Never gotten gold in the UFC, at least. He's not ranked number 2, but I don't know. Like, I feel like if this is his last run, this is it. If not, he'll probably end up in Bellator or some other promotion, but I'd like to see him at least get gold before he leaves.
That'd be dope if he did. He's hung in there and stuck around, man.
Very true. Very true.
I remember him. Hey, I remember him out there in the war.
Yeah,
right? Am I wrong?
He seems to get to that fight where he's about to break like the top 5 or 10, and then he'll kind of lose and come back and win, you know. So he's up there. He just needs a nice little run before, you know, the end, I guess, you know, if he's going to try to. But I mean, he's been steady, so I'm sure he's made, you know, a decent amount of money.
Oh, yeah, money-wise? And have you seen his wife? His wife is one of their, like, side reporters over there. She's very pretty, so he's doing A-okay without a championship.
Hey, but all these guys that are coming from that part of the world with the names like Askar and Askarov, tough ass dudes, man.
Dude, dangerous. Just all around dangerous.
They're durable. They're durable. They have conditioning. Dude, their game, like you could tell they've been doing some kind of fighting since they were younger.
Like fighting bears. Let's be real. That's why Khabib. Khabib, that's what I credit. I credit him fighting bears.
Hey, go back up for me, James. Go back up to the main card, please. And there's other guy. Go down. Stop right there, please. Islam. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his last name.
Dude, I get so mixed up trying to pronounce some of these names. It's awful. I butcher them.
Hey, I heard Daniel Cormier and those guys from AKA talking about him the other day, and they were saying it like in a nice way, but how this guy works over Khabib in the training. He's one of his main partners.
Damn.
They say he's just like Khabib, but he's got the striking that Khabib doesn't have. So, interesting.
Well, with the wins by, the guy he's fighting has pretty solid hands from the looks of it, with 48% win TKO or KO TKO average.
It's going to be a good night of fights tomorrow. That's the bottom line. Worth buying it.
Yeah, Cash, what do you prefer in a fight? Like, you obviously go for the knockout because that's what you have really heavy hands. But would you go for a submission if it was right there for you to take?
Oh yeah, I mean, I just want to finish him by knockout or TKO or somehow. I never want to go to the decision, you know. So yeah, I mean, if I'm pounding him, he gives up the submission, I'll take it real quick, you know. I'm not particular. Any way I can finish it, I can. So usually I don't take him to the ground, but sometimes it happens in a scramble and we get there, and you know. So yeah.
Well, one thing I know, Brandon, is you have an awesome jiu-jitsu coach over there at Halo, man, with Angel Lopez. And, yeah, I know you got the jiu-jitsu to back you up if need be.
Yeah, I mean.
But I've seen you doing that ground pound on that bag. Bro, I would not want to be underneath that.
Well, you know, I kind of wanted to be in that tournament, you know. And then when I got there, I was kicking myself because I wasn't in it. And then I saw the heavyweights that competed, and then I really got a little frustrated.
Yeah.
How would I say
you could have done really well.
Yeah.
I wanted that workout. I needed that workout to go.
Hey, we're going to be back soon, man. It's going to happen again quick.
Tom, is registration open for that?
It's going to be open soon. We're just dialing in the last details again to see exactly where it's going to be and everything.
Gotcha.
But
so there you go, Cash.
Yeah. Hey, everybody who didn't see that tournament, the Underground Fight Series, I think it was a pretty good success, right?
I think so.
Hey, we learned a lot. I think if we have a meeting with our main guys, our little group, and we get together before that, and we dial in a few things, it could be something that we can do every couple months. Hey, and people, dude, that last week, I don't even know how many coaches and fighters that I didn't even know were getting a hold of me with private messages trying to get guys in it, but it was already full. It was already full. So, hey, next time it's going to be good. It's going to be some super fights with some good black belts from the area. We even got guys coming in from the Bay Area, from down south. I had a couple Brazilian world champions that were talking about getting in it. So, but these local, there's a lot of local jiu-jitsu coaches, and I know Angel's down. I already know Angel's down. Angel competes all over, and most of our coaches in the valley are down to compete. There's going to be chances for them to fight these other guys from around California. So, yeah, it was fun, man.
I think it'd be awesome to see Cash roll, because the heavyweights, I've always been, being a heavyweight, I've always enjoyed heavyweight fights and heavyweight jiu-jitsu. Just, I would really like to see Cash involved. Like we had A-Train involved. That, I hadn't seen him fight in quite some time. I thought it was awesome. I love watching him go.
Hey, A-Train is one of the gamest guys I ever seen fight out of the valley.
Very much so.
I don't care most of the fights I saw him fight, he won anyways. But even the fights that didn't go his way, you can't say he lost. You know what I mean? Like, dude's a baller. He's a baller. It was fun having him out there, dude. But yeah,
Cash, are there any heavyweights that if you had the opportunity to grapple with, that you would grapple with, or just in general, not necessarily, let's forget heavyweight, just in general, who would you like to roll with?
Yeah, we got an open division.
Yeah, in that type of situation.
Man,
James Gilliland.
That Bouchette, so I'd like to get in there with him. He's a big guy. It's just whoever wants to get in there and step up. It's hard to find good competition at this level now. And being a heavyweight, I'm a real heavyweight. I'm 6'4",
yeah,
255. That's a real heavyweight. So,
Well, James, you got yourself an opponent.
I rolled with Brandon back in the day, and he rolled me up like a hot tortilla. So I'd rather not relive that.
I'll
just
pass.
saying.
Man. I'll pass. I'm out.
But you're lanky, Tom. Oh
no, but I just had surgery, bro. No. Hey, my new thing is collecting beer steins. Remember I was talking about it earlier?
Yeah. Oh no, we know. We know.
Dude, today's my day off. I'm just trying to chill, have a good time, dude. I had a couple days off, man. So, a couple beers.
We had a CBD. We had General Art CBD comment that Cash is the future Underground Fight Series heavyweight champion.
We got a cool ass dude tuning in, man. David Solon's in the house. He says Cash is the future Underground Fight Series heavyweight champion, baby. I believe it.
I believe it.
Is that one of your training partners?
Yeah.
We're getting scratchy, folks. It's all right.
A lot of good training partners. I don't know everybody's name. I'm not very good with names, but I mean,
we're lagging.
Nothing but good training partners here, Halo. This is a great gym. I like how he's open to having been promoting jiu-jitsu and promoting a good positive, not just jiu-jitsu, but just positive in general, rather than Muay Thai or whatever he's doing. He always has a good head on his shoulders, and he always has a positive word for you, say and encourage for you. So that itself is just encouraging too at the gym. When your trainers and the owner of the gym is always positive, encouraging, has that good positive energy. It's addicting. And you don't want to be a negative Nelly around that. You got to, be positive too. So, it kind of helps out a lot too.
Those kind of guys are some of the best guys you could have in your life, man.
And now,
to be honest, that's one of the reasons I go to the dojo, to have guys like that in my life. You know what I'm saying, James?
I completely know what you're saying, because if you don't have positivity with your training partners, it's not going to benefit you. It's just going to hinder you and hold you back. You're not going to be able to advance in the way that you want to advance, because you have people just with the negativity just putting the brakes on that. So yeah, I can completely understand that, and why you'd want nothing but positivity as you work out and as you train in order to get better.
Hey, now there's another guy I want to give some props to. He's out of your guys' dojo. Is Crew Farron. He's the Muay Thai kickboxing instructor there. He's a local guy that I know personally from the Valley. He's a dedicated martial artist. He's a coach over there, right?
Oh, yeah. He's tremendously. I mean, he's already helped me tremendously. The Muay Thai. And, it's a way to look at things and just being a little more professional and just coming to play. Every time we step in the cage, we're coming to make a statement. So it kind of backflipped with it. Took a couple of videos of me kicking, hitting the bag and stuff, and I keep having opponents drop out when I post a video. So that ain't gonna stop. So you have to find someone else or step up or something because I'm only getting better and better. So
that's what really matters. We want to see our local fighters make it to the top level, like Cody Gibson, Alex Perez, LeVar Johnson. We want to see you guys compete at the highest levels because you guys make us proud here in the Valley. So we just want to see that continue.
There's a lot of heart in the Valley, bro. Bottom line. Cole Escobedo, Doug Marshall. There's too many to name, bro.
Now, Brandon, you've competed overseas. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience doing that? What it's like having to travel from here in the Valley to going to overseas and competing? Like, what's the atmosphere like over there as compared to here?
Really the only difference is kind of getting used to the food and the time difference. But besides that, it's the same. It's kind of a little less stress when you're away because when you're local, you got everybody calling you for tickets and you want to hang out and do this stuff right before the fight, which is a little stressful. You got to tell them, hey, look, I'm just chilling, I'm just relaxing. When you're overseas, you get to do media and stuff and kind of hang out, a little sightseeing. So it takes a little bit of the stress away, but as long as you're in shape and you get there, get 5-6 days before the fight and kind of get acclimated to the weather and the time change, then really it's just all about being strong up here and being prepared. If you're good mentally prepared and you got a good team with you, then it's just another day in the office. Wherever the fight happens to be, that's just a detail. It's the hard work that goes in. That's what pays way to the win. But there's a lot of factors. I've never experienced too bad situations overseas, so I've been pretty lucky. I said I can't complain. I've been pretty blessed. So even the times that I have had little hiccups, I'm still here. It happens. So I tend to be a little more grateful in my older days.
Standing strong. The internet sucks over there, James.
And
it unfortunately does. I've noticed that.
That's all right. That's all right. I can still hear a little bit.
Now, in the way of competition, random question: do you prefer to fight in the cage or in the ring?
I'm all about the cage, bro.
In the cage, all right. I've always been curious because I've seen, Pride was a ring, and then UFC being the cage, and so I've always just been curious. What do fighters prefer?
Depends. If you want to fall through some ropes or not.
That's true.
Hey, if you can use that cage to your advantage.
The ropes, they're good. But I like the cage. When you put somebody against the cage and dominate them, there's no other feeling like that. So being able to dominate somebody in a cage is a lot of things. You can kind of slip out underneath your ropes, You can't go nowhere with that cage. Now put your head against that cage, you have to get out. There's no escape underneath the ropes, I'll punch your head through the cage if I have to. So
I understand that. That makes sense.
Very true.
Now, have you done like for this promotion? Do you have to do any press or media for them, or is it just you go out there and market yourself? Because I know it's different for every promotion. Like a UFC, they will send you out and make you do promotion and press. Bellator, similar situation. What's it like for this company?
I mean, whatever they want, I'll send over as far as pictures, interviews, whatever. I'm always willing to do that. Never shied away from the public or whatnot. Like I said, it gives you a little outbreak, a little release, talk to the fans and whatnot. And I have, like to say, I have a somewhat decent personality, and I'm, charming and, good looking. So I like to, be with the fans, and that's kind of, how you put yourself out there, a little more marketable, on podcasts and doing stuff like that. So I enjoy all that, whatever the organization is. And I always try to market myself other than, the organization. I'm only trying to gain more fans and get people out there, to listen and look at my fights, whatnot. So I'm always doing that, no matter what.
Well, you got a lot going for you, brother, my brother. Durability, you're handsome, you can fight, been around, a lot of fights, good attitude, yeah, good coaches, good gym training. That gym is beautiful over there, right, James? Halo Jiu-Jitsu?
I think so. Yeah, it's been a minute since I had been in a fight gym, but that was the space, the sheer mat space. Holy moly, like that's awesome.
That's my ultimate spot. To have a spot, just a dream to have a spot like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, plenty of mat space. Jeez.
Perfect mat space. You got the beautiful ring. You got weights. You got the bagging, the punch rack. Everything, man. Everything you really need. Office.
Now, Cash, where's the farthest you've traveled to just train? Have you just been lucky enough to stay in Fresno, or have you had to go to Visalia, Porterville, or somewhere up north?
I've been lucky with this camp. I've pretty much had all my training partners come here, and then at Halo, so good training partners at Halo. But I mean, I think the next camp I'm gonna go down to Extreme Couture a little bit more, hang out with those guys and do big work with Nagando and all those big guys, and come back.
That'd be awesome.
And sharpen up my Muay Thai with crew and everybody, just because they got and just it's just a big gym. There's always big guys there, and it's just not that I don't like this place anymore. It's just you kind of got to if I'm training for a fight, I need 3-4 different big guys sometimes.
Yeah.
All the heavyweights have them, and sometimes
plus you need new looks. You got to be getting put.
I can completely understand that.
I'm
Yeah,
from Fresno, so I'm going to come back here and make this my home, like I said.
Yeah, the lack of heavyweights in the Central Valley has always been a problem from what I've seen. So I think that would be awesome for you to be able to go somewhere else and get the heavyweight experience that you need without having to have all these guys come here and the overall cost of that. But you being able to go there and get that, oh man, that's going to do nothing but add to your resume. That'll be awesome.
Hey, when you go down to that Extreme Couture, is that actually where Randy's at or what?
Yeah, that's his gym. But like when I was down there last time, they were doing the filming for the Francis Ngannou, when he's fighting Stipe, and then there's a couple other big head. There's like 4 or 5 heavyweights that are there every day.
You can't beat that.
A little different look. I get used to a different little style.
Cutting out.
It's all right, folks. It's technology, and we're just rolling with the punches. That's
I'm
what we
blaming
do
it
here.
on James. You messed it all up, bro.
I mean, I understand it's my fault. I break everything. I'm really good at that.
You're real good at messing stuff up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Brandon, I saw that Angel took a little. That guy's always taking trips, man. I envy him. He's always on a plane, always eating some fine dish somewhere, bro. But he's which I envy. I saw he went over to an affiliate school in Dakota. I missed it.
Yeah, we have, I think, in North Dakota, Florida, I think Texas, and I think, and maybe Alabama, they have their affiliate school. He's had like over 160 jiu-jitsu fights all over
That's
the
cool.
country. So
That's so cool.
that right there, that's a lot. And for him to still be so I mean, it just shows how much he loves the sport. And like I said, it's that.
Oh, he's dedicated, bro. Angels is dedicated, man.
Very much so. And that's awesome because
I like Angel, dude. That guy's so cool, man. He's just so respectful, dude. So humble, respectful. Hey, and whether he wins or loses the match, he's loving it, dude. He's so stoked to compete. Don't you think, James?
I completely agree. I think it's awesome that he's, especially during COVID, to still be able to go do this.
Yeah, with a mask.
It makes it even better. Let's see.
What do you think, bro?
There hasn't really been, besides the fight card that's going on at the Brandon's fights next week. Next week, right? Let me double check that. Just to make sure. Yes, it's not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. Cash will be competing in Arizona against Jordan Powell. I'm really interested to see that. If you want to know more, you can go to rufmma.net, and they have a pay-per-view live stream that you guys can check out and see Cash fight next week. And not only are the heavyweights competing, but they're all different weight classes are competing. But Cash will be competing in a tournament in order to get a contract with One Championship. So that'll be really awesome.
That's what this is all about, to get a contract with One, huh?
I honestly hope that. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I hope you actually get. I hope Trevon Butler gets the win, because then I think it'd be awesome to see you fight him. Because I think that'd be hilarious that he comes out with the shower cap on. Just saying, big worm.
If that fight's gonna happen, I guarantee it.
Dude, that would be epic.
I can see it already. I can already see it, dude.
Yep. Oh man.
The shower cap and a COVID mask.
Right. All right, Cash. Is there anybody you'd like to shout out or thank? Anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah. We're getting my sponsor again. Gunracks.com. I said the guy does really cool gun racks. Little, big, big, all that stuff. Pokeball. They're over in Clovis. Check them out. It's good, healthy food. They do like a Poke and Poke Burrito. It's really good stuff. And I'm not that big of a sushi. So it's good. Take it from me. North Star Framing, Pathways, taking care of me up. My new buddy David, the CBD guy at Jim Hart, he's really a local guy. And that's the story. I started talking to those guys, and a lot of the times, we have a lot in common, and it's kind of cool whenever you not only like the product that a sponsor, hooks you up with, but you guys can have the same kind of story and identify, and it just makes it, even cooler their bond, so it's not more just, it's not just like a business, it's more of a friendship, you acquire with these guys too, I mean,
I respect that.
One kick, he's the Doc's gym, he's always been cool and that's another gym in Clovis too that close to the pandemic. So shout out to Doc too, and everybody else over there. For hooking me up. I appreciate all the love and support from from the little fan up to the big one. Every fan, every help counts. So especially in the day of social media, whenever it's popular, it's cool to be liked, and they kind of take someone's social media status a little more serious in their actually knockout ability. It always helps to have a little more fans. Since I have the knockout ability, I'm just get my fan base up a little bit now. And show the world cash money.
Cash money, baby.
That's exactly it. We wish you the best of luck next week in your fight. We want you to bring back the W to the Valley and continue success in that tournament to get where you need to be, because we want to see you on the big stage. You've been doing this long enough. You've had many great fights.
Yeah.
You need to be on that next stage. So
Next
thank you
level.
for joining us. Tom, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Hey,
And we will see you
more
guys.
thing.
All right, what you got?
Let me get one more thing in, big dog.
Go for it.
Hey guys out there, the show's growing. I'm having people come up to me on the streets that I don't even know. Where I work at Costco, I have people come up to me, and so our company, we're growing slowly but surely. But James, am I right? This is a great spot to advertise, guys. If you're a local person and you want to advertise, we're offering a low price advertisement. You got me, James, Archie. We're going to give mad props to your company, whatever we're posting up here. You can see how we got our name going across the screen. You could have your name or your logo going across the screen, and myself, James, Archie, giving you guys props. You can reach out to myself. You can reach out to James. You can reach out to Archie Tovar. And right, James, anything else about advertisements?
Just hit us up. We'll get you hooked up where you need to be.
Yep. And you know what? We're really looking for locals. I mean,
that big advertising money's nice, but we appreciate our local businesses, so we want to help them out as much as we possibly can.
Yep. Hey, the big ones will take you too. There's room for you too, but in all honesty, we're hooking up the local people, because we want to see our local fighters, coaches, gyms. I don't care what school you're from or where you teach or what your name is. If you're a local, we're giving you guys props on this show. So you can always reach out to us, to myself or James, and you can get on the show. Tons of stuff we can do with this company, right, James?
That's right. We can do all kinds of stuff and promote you during the show. So just get at us, and we'll work with you. We'll see what we can do to get more exposure for you, more exposure for us, because we want to do big things, and we want to show off the Valley and get to that next level. So plain and simple.
And if you need an announcer or a ring announcer, I'm now doing that.
All right, Tom, one thing at a time, man. Come on, man.
I know. I'm just kidding. The ring announcer's there just for kicks. That was just for fun. But anyway, Archie, Chris Ronquillo, all you guys that are part of the show, thanks for tuning in. John Carlson, thanks for helping us last weekend. Thanks for helping us. Mason Fowler, thanks for helping us with the tournament. I was happy with the way that it turned out. Brandon, I wish you the best of luck, bro. Go out there and do your thing, man.
Yeah, Brandon, good luck, man. We look forward to hearing about what goes on and you knocking the dude out. And I say we bring you back. Anytime you want to come on, you just let us know. All right, you guys. That's it for us at the Hammerfist Podcast, and we will see you guys next time.